People, the attitude of the people with mental handicap or anybody else, I find that I used to be very angry about it, but really it's not, I can't be angry anymore, because I mean it's something we all share. Is we get very interested in our own lives and we don't have time or the inclination to think of other people. And what I often think is, at the very time when myself and my friends, we were agitating and demonstrating on behalf of people with intellectual disability in the mental hospitals, we didn't have one notion of what the children, and young children at that, were going through in some of our industrial schools. We had no idea, and they were exactly the same time. So that is probably one of the biggest barriers to change in Ireland, because you first of all have to make everyone know about what is bothering you or what is the problem, and then you've got to get them to implement the laws that they have passed. It's much easier to pass the laws than actually do anything about them. It's very much easier. You can get some TDs, get them in line, tell them there's a lot of votes in it, and be sure that they do, and then eventually your law will be passed. It doesn't mean it's going to make the slightest bit of difference unless it's implemented. And laws are implemented by public opinion. If you take I think one of the best examples of that is drink driving. When I was young, and not 14 years of age, I would have been in my 20s, I can remember people actually literally falling off bar stools and going out and getting in behind the wheel of a car. And that would be considered kind of funny. You know, and it would be that, you know, that it was right gone and all the rest of it. And, but a few years ago, that changed. Well, it's more than a few years, it must be 20, 25 years ago. And I remember people being quite, you know, really, and you would not do it now. You wouldn't, and it wasn't because you have become more sensible. It's simply that public opinion would not allow it. So your law gets through all right. There's no tolerance for it, quite rightly so. So I think that is one huge improvement in the country. It just shows you that is the way to bring about change. Public opinion.